I'm so gosh darn tired of pursuits, goals, actions, external pressure. Self-care and some type of self-focus seem in a way foreign to me on a fundamental level, not in a sense that I don't care about myself, but I was always more motivated by excitement, dopamine, and general feeling good. So I'm like a Labrador retriever when it comes to that. I do believe that dogs do have personality, but it's not the same as human personality, isn't it? I think this is the reason why I got closer to spiritual teachings about detachment from ego, because in a sense, my attachment to my own ego is qualitatively different than in most people. Things can happen to me, through me, I can even initiate them. I do have preferences and values, pretty strong ones, more about that in a second. But why would I consider all of that to be something insanely important or something that is a priority? Meanwhile, society seems to be based upon the idea of worrying about yourself, and at least it's not built that much on reactive excitement, passion, or values. All of those things that I mentioned are at the same time insanely important to me, but they never fully felt mine. They felt more like just flowing through me, like I'm a vessel. It's very similar to my feeling of creativity. So it was always surprising to find out that they cause way more emotions in me and move me way more than they move most people. While
working
on the script, I got feedback from a friend who said, and I quote, compared to some people I know, you have a pretty pronounced identity, while if they were a spice, they would be flour. So I don't know. Maybe this is indeed the case that my emotions are felt mostly in the context of passions, of values, and identity and belonging somehow feels more transparent for me, or it lays on a lower level, let's say. There are articles by Tara Vance that I will link in the description that are talking precisely about that in autistic people. I'm not officially diagnosed as autistic. I do have ADHD diagnosed, and I might be autistic, but they were resonating with me. And there she's saying that people on the spectrum get their identity from their values and passions more than from belonging, like neurotypicals do. And that would not be contradictory with my socio-economical and political interests, because they are the result of my passion for culture generally, and also just pure irritation coming from the belief that it's all just simple and obvious, and let's just solve shit, please. Let's just give people rights and do socialism and eat the rich, and it's 2 + 2 = 4. Please, just please. But some people have problem with that. I don't know why. Well, I get why intellectually and with logic, but with logic you can't explain being an idiot. Well, you can explain with logic being an idiot, but I'm just tired. Let's just solve, please. So I'm tired of pursuits, because I can see that I try to create myself out of the external pressure of being someone created by the world of someone's. The requirement of being someone happens because I'm getting a constant feedback that it's not possible to make a dignified life out of things like passion or values. And sometimes it's not even enough for basic human interactions. It's a typical protagonist. I'm malleable enough to become a part of the cult, but then I'm driven and passionate enough to fight it after that. But I'm also like, my personality is done in like broad strokes of a brush, and you can just relate to it because you can put yourself there, like in astrology readings. So yeah, but also I don't have enough attention to work or make small talk about groceries, so I'm not dateable. Also, I probably should just be making random, video game protagonist noises at this point, like Link in The Legend of Zelda. Who gave me dialogue? Who gave me dialogue? Oh, it's me. It was me. Okay. Okay. I guess I embody all of your passions that you discarded while entering the office space. I'm taking all of your passions on me. I'm literally Jesus, just with worse hairline. In the time of growing acceptance of different identities, would it be possible to be accepted as not someone, as a non-identity? Of course, the more intellectual type of a viewer might see that, what you're actually talking about and all the pondering that is happening here is a sign of a typical postmodernist situation. I know, okay? I know. We won't go into this here. This is not this type of a video, but one thing that I want to point out too is that I know. And also to Zygmunt Bauman. People don't know Zygmunt Bauman that well, although he's one of the more important figures of postmodernism. And I don't know, he's not as known as Foucault or Derrida or Fukuyama. Maybe because it's some hatred towards Polish people. This is my theory. Everyone hates Polish people, and I will stick to that to add to my national sense of victimhood. But I found in Wikipedia the definition of liquid modernity, and because it was only in Polish, I used ChatGPT fittingly to translate it. And it fits pretty well what we're talking about. It says, liquid modernity is characterized by the privatization of ambivalence, a sense of uncertainty of the individual in the face of contingency of existence, fragmentariness, and episodicity. It is in a way a continuation and at the same time the opposite of solid modernity, or perhaps more accurately, modernity reconciled with the failure of its projects, devoid of the ambition to create order. Culture and art in the context of liquid modernity are constantly subjected to deconstruction of their meanings. Its meaning is contained within its variable critique, interpretation, and dies with them. And, it's not like I postulate some new age stuff, I don't postulate a lack of identity and some discount enlightenment and being stuck in blissed out, appetited like hippie state of like, yeah man, I'm so happy with just existing and I'm not doing anything with this amazing gift. No, this is terrible. I want you to have inside of you a galaxy of weird shit that you can oscillate between. And also I want you to relate personally to stuff like justice or creativity or joy. Imagine a conversation when someone is like, oh, and who are you? And I'm like, joy. And they're like, so you're like trans because this is woman's name? And I'm like, no, I'm the embodiment of joy, the emotion, like in a Pixar movie. Well, that's a personality, right? That's a personality, and you're like, I'm a Catholic, patriotic husband of. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I don't care. I don't care. It's weak. It's beta stuff. You know, it's beta stuff. I embody creation. I'm the destroyer and creator of worlds. I swallow the whole planet.
Tremble before me.
Is there a possibility of not only gender non-conforming or fluid identity, but fluid identity at large? Is the fluidity of the identity a common reality that somehow I deny and strive for a more solid grasp on it as some weird coping mechanism for yet another undiagnosed issue? Or is it actually some disorder? And if it has to be labeled as such, is it because of some objective truth about objective health, whatever that means, or because it reveals some uncomfortable truth about construct of identity itself? Why are you looking at me like that with your questioning eyes? I have no answers. Go read Foucault or watch J-Reg video, you entitled prick. I love you. You see what I did there? It's called double binding. Now you're emotionally manipulated to subscribe to my Patreon, so you would prove me wrong about living from passion. Go prove me wrong. Go dominate me parasocially.